How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong survive.
You think you've paid your dues?
You think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alf, and joining me tonight is Ultrism, when we will be casting VxP Elementrix versus BzK JetLine. This is the Sapphire Showdown quarterfinals. Alt, any idea how this is going to play out?
Good evening, guys, and welcome. Obviously excited for tonight. I say that every time, but we're really now starting to get into the advanced games, the really tough games where any team can come in, any team can take it, and we're starting to lose some really good teams now. I think we pretty much only have first and Premier Division teams left at this stage, so each of these games is sure to be just as exciting. We are so excited tonight to be able to bring you 2 games, not just one. We normally just get the best of 5 out the way, but tonight we're actually bringing you this match, VxP versus BzK, and then straight after it, at 8:30, we're going to be bringing you OK Impulse versus BTH Kronovi Tap. So make sure you stick around. Don't rush off after the game. Maybe go grab some water, but we'll give you a chance to do that. And then come back. But for this game, we have Andy coming in. I've double-checked with him tonight. Cool, Andy's coming in tonight. And he's going to be playing for his team, who he hasn't done for a while. And we're seeing Papa Capes, who's been very active in the Discord server, always wanting to join in with the PC players, but we'll have to see. Tonight is the clash of PC versus PlayStation. And I'm not ready to put any money on this. I'm going to wait until after the first match at least to see how we go.
Indeed, I'm not going to put money on this either. These teams are pretty decent, both of them. I see Luke has left the lobby at the moment, but I'm not quite sure why, as we wait for them to spawn in. Just before that, disclaimer, my internet is a bit potato sometimes, and it does drop, and therefore there will be some buffering every now and then, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy the stream further than that. Back to the game. Alt, I don't know, I haven't seen much of these players in terms of playing with them, except for BzK. I played with some of their guys. I know they're pretty decent. I've played some games with Papa Capes when he was on his laptop. He's also pretty decent. The rest I've only seen on stream. Yeah, I know they're pretty decent teams. Elementrix and BzK both being premium team players. So yeah, I think we're up for a thriller.
Definitely. VxP is actually one of the few teams that we haven't had the chance to cast yet. So that's one of the reasons why we're here tonight casting these guys, because these guys certainly have the skills. They've brought it through so far. They beat out Popular Goats in the first round just by a 3-2 margin. Very close match that. So they're certainly set up for tonight, but BzK managed to get a bye in that first round. So they actually haven't played yet in the Sapphire Showdown. If I'm not mistaken, they took first place in their qualifiers, did they not? In the silver qualifying proving grounds? Sapphire proving grounds, my bad.
BzK, yeah, they took the first place there. I think they beat out... who was the team they beat out again? Now my mind has left me.
I think it may have been Kronovi Tap, which will be our second game for
That's
tonight.
right, Kronovi Tap won against OK Impulse last time. And they faced off against BzK in the finals. And talking about that, we got the rematch coming up between Kronovi Tap and OK Impulse.
That's going to be a cracker of a game. I think both teams are nervous for that at this stage. This is the last time that these guys can get knocked out and not make it through to the Community Shield Cup. So literally everything to play on. I mean, most of the games we've casted so far have been just a getting your seeding right for the next leg, but these games are actually for the win at this stage. So we're just waiting for Luke to join back in at this stage. It seems BzK has come out in force, and VxP just gonna have to check on what's going on their side.
As you said, this game is definitely the one to play for. I think it's the top 4. It's the semi-finals that go through to the Community Cup. I think or not the Community Cup, but the top 4 from this cup gets to play against the top 4 from the previous cup, I think, isn't it? And then
yes, that's how this works. This is the second of the 2 qualifiers. If you guys aren't sure how this goes, the first round was the Emerald Cup, where WRG, I have to say, our team managed to take the top spots in that, along with OK Danger Kids and DVN Red Neptune, who's now just Red Neptune, and one other team, I think it was IGSA.
I'm not totally sure who the 3rd team was, 4th team was. But
anyway, we're into the action. We're
this
here.
game has kicked
VX
off.
was here. We were waiting on him, and he's now in, and now they've managed to get blazing and leave us behind. So we get into this game.
Indeed, and we already see some aggression coming up from BzK, putting the ball into Orange Side's half, and immediately coming in with counter-attack and scored by Onbekende. Onbekende really a guy to keep his eye on.
Okay, it went under there. The camera angle went a little bit weird there, following Andy as he came in. Andy misses the ball on Bekenda there underneath him, though, just to clean that up off his own little pass off the backboard. And BzK takes an early lead in this game with 30 seconds on the board, and Andy comes back. But looks like VxP is certainly here for the quick counter-attack, and their ball goes wide, and a little bit of free space there and a little bit of danger there that BzK put themselves under.
Oh, Papa Cap's coming through there almost. Watching Luke now, circling back, making sure his rotation is fine. And Quick Andy being ready for his attack. This is dangerous, it's very dangerous, and he puts it in.
Brilliant there by him. So we've seen some good attacking pressure coming here from the side of BzK, and just one little misstep there from no good clear, and we get a 2-0 lead in this first minute already.
Oh, Papa Caps, I think he just hit Onbekende towards his own net. And Dolphman DF Timahaman? Well, how did you say we pronounce him?
DF the man. I got a special message from him before the match started, just to make sure. I mean, we have butchered some poor people's names already in this casting. Or Gingerbeard, he really suffered. So DF the man, doing well so far, and we'll make sure we get him right. And there, another shot off that backboard. Onbekende going up and trying to read that, but just goes a little bit wide, and he forces it into the corner.
What a dribble!
With a beautiful little dribble, flips it over, gets past 2 of the defenders, pops it over, gets around Andy there, jukes him out, and taps it right over the last defender to finish it into the goals himself. And a really nice little bit of play. You can see the appreciation coming out from the side of BzK. Onbekende even calling hacks in this match.
That was a beautiful dribble from from Papa Capes there around Onbekende. And another one! Oh, the post! Luke, unfortunately, hitting that against the post again. Let's see if Andy can make something about this. Making it pass to Axel clearing it hard upfield.
Certainly both teams showing they've got the stuff to get in some good goals here. We saw 2 quick goals from BzK, and I was worried that we were going to see a whitewash one way or the other, but VxP definitely has that skills, and Papa Capes with a great dribble there, and then more pressure, which Luke just put wide, and a great little dunk there. Onbekende comes in with a flying shot that would actually have been on goals there, and great little second attempt there by Andy. Axel just puts it to the side. Apologies.
Onbekende up, might make it down. Ooh, a little flip there by him. Axel coming in from the side of the field. And then the ball is hanging loose in front of net. but on Weekender decides to push it across net and safely to the corner. DF the
So for
man.
what?
Oh.
Sorry, go for it.
No, I thought he might make a play there, making a pass.
So far, what I've been noticing though is that VxP certainly is strong in their defense, and BzK has got an incredible offense where they've put on shot after shot and just put a couple of shots off the backboard and really tight little passes into the center that haven't been capitalized on. But they're struggling a little bit in their defense there. Oh, we see another shot coming in, and they're putting on a huge amount of pressure, but leaving themselves a little bit open to this counterattack where Papa Capes was able to get that last goal. Good rotations though from the side of VxP. I mean that they have never really been in trouble. It's been more just the exceptional play from the side of BzK that's given them all the opportunities on their goals.
Indeed. And almost had a long shot goal there, but on Bekenda being in net, making sure there's nothing going to happen about that. And this time quickly Andy throwing it back towards Elementrix's side, and there's no one in net except for Luke trying to do his best on the wall. And let's see what Luke can do here in the back.
With only a minute left to go though, they are going to have to step up the pace as VxP here to try and get that extra bit of goals. And there they tried too hard and they leave a man open at the end. Axel gets a great dunk and gets it past DF the man. And Papa Capes just taps it past, gets up, controls his flight, gets down and gets that last little touch to secure it into the goals. And they managed to extend back up to a 2-1 2-goal lead with a 3-1 deficit at this stage.
Only 40 seconds remaining in this game. I don't know, it's Rocket League, anything can still happen in this 40 seconds. Definitely not counting out Elementrix just yet. Ooh,
Luke blows up the keeper there while DF the man
and
comes
there's
in
a shot
there
from
Papa
Papa
Capes
Capes.
comes in with a beautiful angle. Luke blows up the keeper, sets it all open, and he's out of position now because he's last man back when he didn't expect to be, and he's challenging in the corner. No one's left in goals, and Papa Capes comes from a great pass there from DF the man to put that into the side. And with just one goal now, this could be even a buzzer beater to bring them back into it. But BzK is going to have to be hard pressed to just make sure they keep out this pressure. They got 2 men up now, and
they're really trying to pressure Elementrix into not getting into their half, and it seems like they lost possession, and this might just go for a goal on their side. No, Luke pushes it down, and it's still up, backboard, and it's in! What a
just
shot!
some desperate last second play there from the side of Elementrix to try and get it. Papa Capes goes up, misreads a slower ball there, just floating in. He obviously went up for the harder shot, and BzK manages to take the first match in this best of 5. So to everyone joining us, welcome to this, the first semi-finals in this, the first quarterfinals, my apologies. Sapphire Showdown between BzK, JetLine, and VxP Elementrix. I am Ultraism, and I'm joining WRG LZA.
Yes guys, and this is quarterfinals as Ultraism mentioned, and thanks for everybody that's joining on the Twitch chat and also on the YouTube chat. I'm reading your comments as we go, so thanks, keep it up, and let's see if Elementrix can pull this one back. Before I go to the ready button, what should Elementrix do to come back in this game?
They have those counterattacks. We're seeing BzK pushing a lot of guys high, a lot of pressure up, and we saw 2 or 3 chances there where they actually had an open goal, and it was just a little bit of, maybe they need to just slow it down and make sure those shots go in. But now we see the server going down for maintenance, and we're going to have to actually rehost this game. So guys, we're going to be back in a couple of seconds. We'll see you soon.
That's unfortunately, that happens from time to time with Rocket League timing out like that. I'll just keep the stream live so we can just quickly rehost this. As you were saying, Elementrix just needing to push to the goals and just needing to make that goals come and happen, eh? And lobby is...
Lobby should be back up, so we're now just going to wait for the teams to join back in. it is 1-0 now to BzK, but Elementrix certainly has that ability to come back into this game. They let a couple of little balls go open. The one that BzK did exceptionally well was they were throwing probably about 6 or 7 balls off that backboard and had guys quickly up and following it. And I think if VxP Elementrix wants to try and cut out a couple of those goals, because BzK did well to get 4 goals in there at the end. If they want to cut out those goals, they're going to have to make sure they get someone into the air to cut those down. Just stop that ball ever bouncing. Try get someone either driving up the corner or getting into the air with an aerial quickly to challenge the person there and not letting it get dunked, because BzK actually missed about 3 or 4 opportunities there in the air. Not because they played badly, but that's what happens when you go for a backboard shot, is just trying to judge that ball is not always easy. So they could have had a couple more goals, and VxP Elementrix needs to be more careful with that.
Indeed, and I think they just need to pick up the pace a little bit on the Elementrix side. Maybe they were just a bit surprised by the attack coming in from JetLine, maybe just feeling them out a bit. And I think if they just go for it, like no hesitation, just go. Your rotations are fine from which I saw in the previous game. I think just go for the balls and try to get the passing plays going.
So we saw Unbekende with quite a powerful first game there. Had some great little passes off the back. He was constantly in the air, now making a goalkeeping attempt there in this first little bit. But he was certainly someone that you should keep your eye on in the second match. We'll have to see if he can keep up this sort of pressure on the other side. And Axel there gets it into them, and DF the man manages to go, and it's his turn to try and dribble up now. Unbekende is there to clean up that little second chance.
Luke up in there, but beaten by Axel. Let's see. Papa Cape's pushing this ball back into the offensive half. And that ball high in front of net. Let's see what happens from this play.
Well, a dangerous ball drops down, and Luke's in the center there to try and get up to this, and it actually gets pinched backwards. DF the man is there to just clear it out, but a dangerous little misplay by... And now from the other way, the ball drops down. Unbekende puts it in the side, bounces back, and Axel's there. Axel puts it in that far post. This just an unfortunate little dump down by Luke. Can't get up. Papa Capes was in there as well, trying to make it. Unbekende is there, jumps on it, and pulls all the defenders across as he passes it back into Axel's waiting arms. And Axel manages to get them, and now a 1-0 lead in this first minute.
A 1-0 lead in the first minute. It certainly seems the momentum carrying in the favor of BzK at this moment. But Elementrix not doing bad. The rotations are fine. I think that was just a little bit of a mistake on their side.
We saw both of the guys there, both teams left an open ball in front of the nets, and I think that's just the difference at this stage between these teams, is BzK was able to capitalize on the mistake where VxP Elementrix just let that ball go dead. So if they can get that quicker play and more confident play, here we see a ball go down, in fact, and Papa Capes is there to really capitalize. That's what they needed here. Papa Capes with a great little dunk, puts it into the corner. Quick Andy's coming into the air, misses the jump, and Axel can't get up. Thinks his teammate has got it, and Papa Capes now taking his own pass and putting it into the back. So that equalizes it just 40 seconds after the last goal.
Indeed, and can I just mention that goal was like just 37 k's per hour. That was very slow. I think last time we said about a slow goal, I think that was about 40 k's an hour, and I think this is the slowest I've seen yet.
It's always nice to see the different paces. It's not always those blistering attacks. Oh, we see Papa Capes now coming in for a second attempt, but Quick Andy's coming on the wall, and DF the man is up again, puts the ball into the center, and if he can get another touch, he pops into the center. Axel's up and he misses. Luke's up, bounces off the side. Oh, such a close little play there. Great team play. DF the man trying to get that into the center, and Axel putting his team under pressure there.
Unbekende pushing this onto the backboard, and Quick Andy actually backflipping that back towards Axel. I think they tried to make a play there from the back, and this is a nice shot, and it's in. Great little play there by Andy and Axel.
Just they're managing to get behind these balls really nicely there. BzK put those shots on, and it was Andy throwing out a little bit of fighting talk from his side against this team. But we've seen some great little passes there, and it's been a couple of little aerial misses have really shaped this game at this stage.
On Bekende hitting the crossbar, Axel being up there, hitting the backboard and pushing this up. Elementrix was not sure what to do with that ball at all, and Papa Cape's having a little bit of a backflip there.
Just a couple too many misses there. The ball wasn't cleared out properly, popped into the center. No one was able to make a clean save. Papa Cape's trying desperately, just panicking at this stage, getting that pressure building up against him, and does a backflip. And it certainly seems the momentum is now all on the side of BzK. They've got that first game. They're now 2 goals up in this second game. So, and you can see that pressure's mounting. Players just leaving goals open. Andy comes in to finish off what he started there, and Onbekende dunks it, and Andy doesn't even leave it for Onbekende. Look at the crying face there. He sees it was his goal, but Andy's got the quick reactions and manages to finish that off. So 3-goal lead now for BzK, and VxP Elementrix is really going to have to just get some composure here in this game if they want to try have any chance of winning this series.
Indeed, I think they're just trying to throw everything they got at the moment at the net. They're really just trying to see what they can do, see if they can score, and I don't know, it's like BzK's rotations are on point. Whenever Elementrix seem to get a breakthrough, then there's someone back to defend from BzK.
And that's how you beat. That's exactly what you're exactly right, and that's how you beat a scattered team, is just get your rotations good, because there you see 2 guys up, and if you've got someone back, you're now left with a man advantage, and Andy comes up and puts pressure on that goal, and that's exactly what they keep doing, is they've got the man advantage because you've got one man making a miss, 2 men going up for the same ball. Axel playing incredibly well in the air right now and getting it, but BzK may be getting a little bit overconfident in this last few seconds of this game. They probably have this game in the bag, but now they're all starting to charge for the ball. Sending 3 men towards it constantly, and Luke makes a nice save up there to get his savior badge, but BzK might want to worry about them pulling these stunts in the next games, because there you see them leaving the ball open and Luke just can't capitalize. A nice power shot to the end would have probably secured him a goal there.
And Papa Cape's come through to score another. Nicely done between the 2 players from BzK there. DF the man pushing the ball to the wall, and Papa Cape just pushing it nice far side, or actually straight in the middle. Quick Andy went to get boosted. Unfortunately for him, I think the boost didn't spawn, or if he did it, he was just too far away to get that. If we can see 2 quick goals.
Still playing.
Oh, Axel with a nice save there.
In these last few seconds, we've seen some real life here from VxP Elementrix, and I think they're definitely going to need to take that into the next games. They now are 2 games behind, so if they lose another one in this best of 5, they're out of this. Not just, we'll come back in the next qualifiers. No, they're out of this cup for this year. So they really need to pull something out. The PlayStation guys just really seeming to crumble under the pressure at this stage, but showing some life at the end there. BzK maybe getting a little too overzealous and starting to show off, but they do have that 2-game advantage, which we'll have to see if they can just drive that home in these last few seconds. Any thoughts?
Well, BzK definitely got the momentum at this moment. I think Elementrix should just try and get their rotations right, and if that's in place, we should see them coming through, at least equalizing, at least taking 1 game off BzK. BzK might be overconfident the next game and try to throw all of the players to the ball as we saw in the end of this game. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe VxP can bring this back. Momentum definitely on the side of BzK at this moment.
The momentum has carried them well so far. That first game they showed they only just won it 4-2, but with the last second goal, so effectively 3-2. And they really rode that into the second game. They were quicker into the air. Axel has certainly been very quick in the air. Unbekende, great shots on the goal. But VxP has to do something to get themselves back into this match, and I would love to see a couple more chances. There we saw another 2 or 3 chances just left open, especially in that first round. And
what a shot! The post denying Andy from a great shot off the wall. And Luke coming up there. Papa Cap's on the wall already and trying to get this ball around, but Unbekende making sure that ball's got to go nowhere. And now again Unbekende following it through to Axel. Axel putting it to the left. So close to getting that border corner off the net.
we saw the ball just floating around for ages there as it popped to the center. And now we can actually see a lot of pressure. Axel comes in and he tries for the touch to get it around him, but this pressure has just been, I think it's a lack of pace to that ball that the guys are really struggling with at this stage. But now they're on their attack. Papa Capes puts it into the center, great ball up, but Andy with a beautiful clear to the other side.
Indeed, and that's another thing that VxP is struggling to do now, you said it, is whenever they get to clear the ball, they chip it up in front of net, or the clears are soft touches like this one, and Andy comes in for the dunk, and this keeps the ball in their half, and they really struggle to clear it from here.
And just one bad touch from them on that side when they try to do those soft little touch. It's great if you can dribble the whole field. We saw Papa Capes do it in that first match where he did a beautiful dribble and managed to score. But if you can't get it all the way up, you leave it with one bad touch in a very dangerous place. And there we actually see them going up and taking a shot on net. DF the man was great little touch, maybe a little bit harder, and he's got over the players, but we see now all three of BzK pushing up, and DF the man has a good chance now, pushes it hard downfield, all three of them scrambling into defense. So BzK maybe actually starting to push a little bit too much and giving themselves a little bit too much credit, but where is the defense? Where is VxP Elementrix? We saw DF the man there, Papa Capes coming into the air, and Luke was nowhere to be seen. I expected him to be in the goals and make a challenge there, but
Luke
Andy gets a free little dribble.
Get the dunk in the air, but unfortunately for him, he misjudged his jump there. And this is what I was talking about, the rotation on the side of VxP at the moment. Their rotation is just not on point, and I think if they can fix that, they will definitely be in contest with BzK. Oh, what a touch from DF the man! Hits it with the wheels and pushes it down to the net. And he's trying to go up for the save, and he comes up and with the wheel putting it down into the corner, and he's still diving there from net, but unfortunately not being able to stop that great shot from DF the man.
That's the sort of capitalization that we need to see from this Elementrix side. That was a great shot, and that's what they need to be doing in this match. They get the BzK side to commit overly heavily, and then they manage to turn it around, get that ball onto the other side, and get shots into the match. Oh, but a quick turnaround from Quick Andy's coming. Just no good clears coming from the side of Elementrix here. Papa Capes puts it into the corner. DF the man is in the corner, trapped there, and Luke comes out to try and get a dunk, which is what he should be doing. But Andy manages to get it around him.
There's a nice shot there from Quick Andy's coming. Very hard shot and far to the right side of the post, so very difficult to stop, even if one of them was close enough. Let's see if Luke can get to this ball before Axel does, but Unbekende is there to clear it up. Ooh, a little misjump there from DF the man. Just trying to bait Andy out. Nice little chip there, taking it to the side. Trying to get the dunk on Unbekende, but Unbekende backflips that straight into the corner, and this is open net again. With two guys in the corner from Elementrix. Oh, Axel with a great touch.
You can see that freestyle training is coming into effect there as he manages to go up the corner and really actually nearly gets that in. Just gets it over the first defender. He was unlucky that there was a second defender waiting just behind him to get on that, but Axel puts it in the corner. Luke can't get across to make the save. Nice little touch, and he gets it to the side, and Axel's there, reads it perfectly, slows himself down, sets himself up and puts it into the corner, and he's happy with that. So 2-goal lead again. We've seen this time and time again. Axel's getting the little wiggle of wheels of appreciation there. And just this VxP side has really not had the best rotations and the best time of it, just seeming to lose it from that first match where they played so very well.
On Bakende coming in there with Papa Capes having a little side flip miss there. But nice read from Bakende. He came in blistering fast and just dunks out Luke who was trying to make the save.
Again, 4 goals for the side of BzK now, as we go with just a minute left in this game. VxP is really, I thought they would have a lot more fight in them, but I think they panicked a little bit. They are one of the newer teams in the league. We've seen some great players and just a lot of really near misses, which if they can just polish that up, could really have a nice, good chance at fighting these sort of matches out. But at this stage, unfortunately, they've left it too late. I think Luke comes in with a valiant last attempt on those goals, but again, just pushed it a little bit wide.
We have Luke at the back making a nice save there, with Axel trying to freestyle that all the way. Ooh, again, nice rotation there from Team BzK. Always having that man back. Oh, and he just threw that across net.
Goes up and nearly gets it off the corner, and Axel's there to make the save. Denies him even the consolation little goal at the end there. Axel goes up in the air, tries to flick it to the center, and he's come in there, get a nice little pinch.
And they get
they managed
another.
to get the last one.
That's definitely the final nail in the coffin, even though it was over already.
They're just hammering home this victory, like you said. JetLine just coming out as the better team tonight. They had a great amount of aggression, left themselves vulnerable a couple of times, but no capitalization from the side of VxP Elementrix. Valiantly played from them. They fought their way well in the first one, beating out Popular Goats in the first match of this showdown, but so close. They are going to be knocked out just now before they would have qualified for that Community Cup. So BzK is your first semi-finalists, and they will take on the winners of the IJSA Potatoes versus DG Dominus Venatus match, which is your other semi-finals, other quarterfinals in this branch.
That's what I was looking for the other day when I was talking to someone. I was going out the rounds and legs and everything, but branch is the correct word. Just something I was thinking of. But yeah, Alt, any man of the match coming out from this one, in your opinion?
We saw Axel having some great little aerial plays. It has to come from BzK. I mean, there's no doubt about it. When you take a clean 3-0 victory with a 4-2, 4-1, I think it was, 5-1 victory scorelines, like you can tell that they did extremely well as a team. But on McKenna, I felt he always had really smart plays. He had balls thrown against the back that he would follow up, and he was making good little passes. So, and he had some great flashy plays and was able to get some nice little goals and pad out his scores there. But that one dunk, Andy got the goal in, but it was Onbekenda who made the dunk in the first place. So I'm going to have to give it to him. He played really, really smart, not flashy, but clever Rocket League tonight.
I tend to agree with you. As you said, flashy plays came up from Andy and Axel as well. They had their moments as well, but really on Bakende, I think I can totally agree with you being the man of the match for this. As we said in the start as well, we said keep an eye on Bakende. Really is a great player by himself. From VxP, I must say they played well. They had some great shots, great opportunities, and individual plays around the board was good. I think they should just try to pick up the team game, rotation, passing, and the team game in general.
So, if you guys are with us now, we mentioned in the beginning, this is not just the only match for tonight. We have a second whole best of 5 between BTH Chronovitap and OK Impulse. BTH Chronovitap, I think, was your runners-up in the first leg of the Sapphire Proving Grounds, and OK Impulse was knocked out just in the semi-finals by the winners of the previous round. So I am very excited to see that match. That's sure to be a cracker of a game. They're set to start at 8:30. We're going to be live just before then, just chatting about that match. But we are very excited to see that. Make sure you go grab something to eat, grab some popcorn, something to drink, a cup of coffee. That's what I'm going to do. But we will be sure to see you in a couple of minutes. Elf, any last words before we say goodbye? And
yeah, well played to both teams. BzK, congratulations on continuing to the semi-finals. Very looking forward to see you guys play there. And for everybody watching, check in later as we're going to cast the next ones. Cheers for now.
cheers, guys.